What's up? It's your buddy John back with the week 21 progress update. We in here, almost at that 6 month mark, and we're grinding, making it move. You know, when I started this, I thought 100 pounds in a year was going to be a Herculean feat, as they would call it. But it looks like if we keep this up, we're going to do it in 6 months. We'll get into it. So we'll start with eating this week. 3 pounds of ground beef, 10 whole eggs, 44 egg whites, two kebabs with sirloin, onions, and peppers. Delicious. Shout out to my boy Nick. He hooked them up. I'm still thinking about them. 3 ounces of Julio's tortilla chips. If you haven't had Julio's, where you been at, those are bangers. I really enjoy them. I actually bought a big bag of them today when I went to Sam's. 2 tablespoons of Jif creamy peanut butter. 2 slices of Italian bread. We went back to Rupa's Kitchen again in honor of my boy. Nick, it was his birthday this week. So I had some more curry chicken, spice level 3. It's like that over here. Delicious. Half a cup of basmati rice, 1 slice or 1 piece, I should say, of garlic naan bread, 10 Archer Farms beef sticks, 2 chicken sausages, 2 12-ounce cans of Coca-Cola. I know we had some Coke. I really haven't been drinking soda like that, but it is what it is. 7 scoops of my Equip peanut butter protein powder, 7 scoops of my Equip collagen flavorless powder, 7 Alani Dream Floats, and 3 of the Juicy Peach Alani. So I had 10 Alanis this week. And we probably should tone those down a little bit. It's a lot of caffeine, but they're so damn delicious. I just can't help it. I just got a 24 pack today from Amazon, a Dream Float. So that's how we got to do it these days. This week, walking went well. 55.51 miles for the week. So we stepped it up from last week where we kind of fell off and ended around 43 and some change. Up over 55 this week. I feel good about it. It was a weird week. It was kind of storming this week. It's kind of some late nights when I went out there walking, but for the most part, when the sun went down, it cooled down pretty quickly. Even with all the rain, it wasn't too humid. Most of the nights I was out there was a nice breeze, so quite enjoyable. Clear skies, breeze, my kind of night. Sleep 6.5 hours is the average for this week. So last week we regressed a little bit to just under 6. This week we're back over 6, about 6.5. Had some good nights of long sleep, including 10 hours Saturday night through Sunday morning. So woke up feeling pretty good when we went to go get on the scale. And that brings us to the weigh-in for, June 1st. June 1st. We're almost halfway through the year. Stepped on the scale this morning. What is it? You know? Nah, you don't know. You might know. Let's take a guess. 215.1. A loss of 3.9 pounds for the week. Taking us to a grand total of 92.7 pounds lost so far. Closing in on that 100-pound mark here in 6 months. I think we got about 4 weeks left. I think in the next video I'll do a little math. My math was wrong last week, by the way. I think when I was giving you how much weight I lost or whatever, I don't think it was the right number. So don't hold it against me. You know, I'm not a math guy anyways. I guess only when it comes to money. And the rest of the stuff is Greek to me, as they say. We have 7.3 pounds left to hit 100 pounds in 6 months. 7.3 pounds with roughly 4 weeks to go. Man, we are there almost. I can feel it. saying 215, it feels pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, 7.3 pounds in like 4 weeks. I mean, that's less than 2 pounds a week. We could definitely do that. I mean, we're gonna keep our foot on the gas anyways, and just try to lose as much as we can. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, and it feels pretty good to be in this position. I have lost almost roughly, I think it's roughly 30% of my total body weight from when I started this January 5th. 30%. That's a lot. And like I said, man, I go by the mirror every morning and it feels good. I walk by the mirror, I take a look. I used to look and I used to say, yo, what happened to you, bro? And now I look in the mirror and I'm like, starting to recognize this guy. He reminds me of that slick shit killer I used to know. And so I'm all smiles. I mean, what else would I be? I mean, I guess I could complain, but who would care, right? Nah, it's a little joke I have with my boy Robbie, but it's true. We're in a good position. We're looking forward to drive on 7.3 pounds. We're going to keep it coming. And I can't wait to come on here and tell you that we hit the magic number 100 pounds. And we're not stopping at 100 pounds. There's a certain weight I'd like to get to, but that's a huge milestone to be able to get to 100 pounds. And then even when we get there, that put me at 207.8. Another 7.9 pounds will put me under 200, which would be absolutely crazy. To start this at 307.8 pounds and to be in the one anything, I mean, I will be humbled. I promise you. I will be humbled in that experience. So we'll keep our foot on the gas and we'll see how long it takes us. It's not about if, it's about when. It will happen. I promise you that. We are going to grind, we are going to work, we are going to sweat, and we are going to make it happen. This is a no fail mission. So I look forward to continue to bring this stuff to you. It's officially summer break down here, so my daughter's out of school. Just looking for stuff to get her into. I think she's got a tennis camp tomorrow. So I got to take her to that. I think she's gonna have a volleyball camp this summer. She loves volleyball. Uh, we also have the school is hosting like just a conditioning program over the summer for people in pre-athletics, so they can try to get into shape or stay in shape when they try out for teams next year. She'll be participating in that. We're gonna look for some cool family things that we can do, family and friend things we can do since I almost got my summer body ready. But man, I just can't get this shit eating grin off my face because this is a great place to be. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I knew the experience would be good for me. I knew losing weight obviously would be good for me and it would be good for my health. But I don't think I really understood how beneficial it would be for my mindset, my mental. Uh, I don't want to sit here and seem like a cheese ball, but I kind of don't have a choice. I mean, I'm just looking at the way things are falling into place right now, and I mean, I'm having a hard time doing something I always do, which is imagine the worst possible outcome. I can't even fix my mind to think about how this could go wrong. And that's crazy to me because for the last 10 years, that's how I've been. Uh, yeah, hey, something good happens. We're just waiting for the bad thing happens. Too many good things are happening. No, that means the other shoe's going to drop. And the only shoes that are dropping is the ones I'm dropping on the pavement to take this weight off. So, if I'm smiling too much, if you got to click off the video because it's getting on your nerves, I understand. I won't take it personal. Had a barbecue this weekend with my friend and his family and some of the friends. It was a really good time. It's always nice to hang out. I always enjoy those kind of things. I didn't used to, but I do these days, and it means the world to me. That's where I had some of these delicious kebabs. Shout out to Nick for chefing them up. He did a great job with them. So I'm gonna have to put him on the grill soon. I need more of that. I went to a little bar around here, local bar with my boy Chris and Indra. Uh, and I went. I didn't drink either. I'm sitting there drinking water. They're enjoying some cocktails. Always a good time to talk with these guys. Means the world to me to be able to be a part of stuff like that. Also played pickleball this weekend. My daughter, her volleyball season ended. We celebrated with donuts and kolaches for everybody. If you want to know what a kolache is, I don't know. This has got to be some Texas thing because I've never heard these things in Michigan. So if you don't know what it is, look it up. I can't really explain it because I don't eat them. But everybody else did. They disappeared and went and played some pickleball. Again, with my boy Chris, Indra, my boy Nick. Always a good time. Things are good. They feel really good. I wake up every day. I put on some of the new clothes I bought, or some new shoes, or some cologne. I make sure I carve up my beard a little bit here and there, try to make myself look presentable. I try to keep my hair cut. It feels good to care. For a long time, that was missing. I just didn't care. And when you don't care, it bleeds into everything. But when you do care, it has the same effect. It also bleeds into everything you do, your relationships, how you interact with people. And right now, everything is just going so well. I mean, I can't, I can't really explain exactly what's going on here. I just know that I'm really enjoying being a part of it. We're going to continue to ride this wave. It's exciting. I don't know what's next, but for the first time in a long time, I want to know what's next. I'm actually excited to see what can happen. This all started at the end of last year. It was New Year's. I was having a little get together at my house, and a lot of the people I talk about on this channel, they showed up. We took a picture, me and my buddy Nick and my buddy Chris. And my buddy Chris offered up a wager. He said, I'll put some money on the wood, and whoever's able to change their body the most wins the money. And it's funny because we were talking the other day, and he said, you know, I felt like that was something that you might need, John. I thought you might need a push, so I threw that out there, hoping that you would jump on it and hoping that it would motivate you. And I really appreciate that, Chris. By the way, I'm gonna push this. I'm gonna put this picture up. I just got it today. I didn't even really remember. I thought it was a picture of me leaning over my island. Then I get the picture, and it's nothing like I remember. And it's nothing like I remember in multiple ways because I don't remember looking like this. So here I'm gonna post this picture. Look at my boy Chris and my boy Nick. And look how happy they are. You know what I'm saying? They're all smiles. No, I only did that because I didn't ask these guys to post a picture, and I wouldn't do anything like that. Just posting the homies just because of the homies, without some expressed written. Or so. But they really are that happy. I promise you. But look at me in this picture. This is December 31st. This is absolutely insane. And I actually, when I got this picture, I used this as the thumbnail. Well, at least me from this picture for the thumbnail because, man, today and now, completely different, night and day. And it's just wild to me, like, how this was able to happen. I wasn't able to do this for years. I wasn't able to get motivated to make any of these changes that needed to be made. And then all of a sudden, we're locked in and we're able to do these things from 0 to 100, and it doesn't seem to be an issue. When I think about things like diet fatigue, uh, I don't seem to have diet fatigue. I don't mind eating the same thing over and over again because, a positive feedback loop has been created. Uh, I eat the way I eat. I eat the same things. I get on the scale every Sunday, and the scale keeps going down. And so that's motivation to say, all right, next week, let's get right back at it. What can we do next week? What can we do the following week? And so it's a good place to be. And so I'm really happy that that New Year's party happened the way it did, and that offer was made because it really did jumpstart. what's happening here. It's really jump started all these changes that have happened, and so many things have changed from losing weight, like not just mental, but like just certain aspects of my life. So sometimes it just takes one thing. Who you never know when it's going to come. You don't know what it's going to be, but you get that one thing that happens, and you get your opportunity, and you don't miss. And we didn't miss. The opportunity presented itself. We jumped on, and we went all in on it. So I appreciate you, Chris, for offering up that wager. Uh, he had said the other night, like, I didn't expect to win, but I was just hoping you would take it serious. And you know what? That's like there's a certain kind of support from that. Like when you hear that, like especially when you're talking about putting money up. You put money up, and you're like, yeah, I bet the money, but I don't expect to win, and I don't care if I got to pay. I just want to see you turn it around. And so I appreciate that, my brother. Like, hopefully I'm making you proud over your man. Like, if this was the master plan all along, you're a genius. Shout out to my boy Nick. He turned, I think he turned 45 this week on the 29th. Shout out to my boy Tori. His birthday was the 30th. He's down there. Well, I guess not down there. He's up there in Missouri. He took a job in St. Louis coaching football at his alma mater, his old high school. So now he's been tasked with molding young men. There's probably not a better guy to do it. So happy for you, brother. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Nick. Love you guys, man. Sorry for the late post this evening. It's just before midnight here. I know I'm not going to get it out before midnight, but I had to go consult with my OG Eric. Ain't talked to him in a good little minute. He just got back from a little vacation. It's always good when you can go and talk with somebody and you can laugh with them, but at the same time, seek counsel and get guidance and wisdom from the same person. So shout to my boy E, my boy Easus. You're the guy, bro. It was good chopping with you, man. Good to see you. Sorry about the late video, guys. I hope you don't hold it against me. And last thing I want to say, shout to the little homie Noah. He helped me put the thumbnail together. Like I said, he took the picture of me today in the white tee. Album of the week, Mob Deep, Infamy. I don't know. This is probably kind of a slept on album, but I really enjoyed this album. It's got Getaway on it, Hey Love, The Learning. It's a pretty loaded album. I don't know if it's better than Murder Music. I don't even know if it's better than The Infamous, but this is the album I was letting rock this week. I enjoy it. I'm such a Prodigy fan. You might even call me a Prodigy homer, but that's all right. I won't take offense to it. When you're legendary, you're legendary. There's not much you can do about it. Song of the week, I See Stars, New Demons. I used to clown this song every time it would come on just based on like the first 10, 12 seconds of it. I always thought it was kind of obnoxious. But then once it gets past that part, it actually becomes pretty cool. I like it. I can hear my boy Mike right now. Like, dude, stop recommending dog shit. Mike, calm down, brother. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy. No, I'm kidding. Mike is that guy. But in this situation, he's not. So, New Demons, I See Stars. I still don't recommend this album. This is probably my least favorite album of theirs, but the song slaps. There's probably like 3 or 4 on that album that slap, but yeah, whatever. So, the rest of the deal. I'll have the top 10 in the description. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'll get back with you. I'd love to see your feedback. And I will catch you next week in the week 22 progress update. You know the deal. It's your buddy John. Out.
God, your hands are green. Because they got hit by lightning.